I'm Professor Stephanie Nesbitt, one of the instructors for Business 611, Principles and Practices of Leadership. Welcome to Module 1. Tonight we're looking at Chapter 1 and considering managerial skills and roles. In the world of management, we identify three basic sets of skills, and we stack them up in a pyramid form because those skills at the bottom of the pyramid are the ones that we acquire first, and they're the most basic skills, perhaps, that we have in our management careers. And they're the most common skills. At the top of the pyramid are the more complex skills, and the skills that may take us a while to develop in our careers. And they're the skills that are less common for managers to possess, and possess with real acumen. Let's start and discuss technical skills. Technical skills are really primarily concerned with things, and they involve our ability to actually use the methods and techniques related to the tasks, industry, or jobs that we perform. Next on the pyramid are interpersonal skills, and these skills are primarily concerned with people and how we interact with people. Interpersonal skills involve our ability to understand, communicate, and work well with individuals and groups. In order to possess good interpersonal skills, we need to have the ability to form relationships and successfully maintain those relationships. Finally, at the top of the pyramid are our decision-making skills, and these are primarily concerned with conceptual ideas. This is one of the reasons why they're the most complex skills we have in our management toolbox. Decision-making skills are based on the ability to conceptualize situations and to select alternatives to solve problems or leverage opportunities. Next within our management skills and roles are our leadership managerial roles. And we identify these as falling in three basic categories. The first category is the interpersonal category, and there are three roles that managers or leaders often play in this realm. The first is that of figurehead, and figureheads represent our organization, our department, our unit in legal, social, ceremonial, or even symbolic activities. Usually, figurehead roles are considered a top management function. However, depending on the firm and your role in the firm, many leaders at many levels throughout the firm can be asked to perform this role from time to time. The next role we see in our interpersonal category is the leadership role. The role of leader pervades every management skill or activity that we do. And the role of leader actually influences how leaders perform their other roles. Things that we do in this role include hiring and firing, coaching our employees, delivering correction to our employees when the time is necessary, or delivering that annual performance review to our employees. The final role in the interpersonal category is that of liaison. And a liaison role involves interacting with people outside the organizational unit, sometimes even outside the organization. This role includes activities such as networking, developing business relationships or partnerships, trying to gain information and favors for your unit or your business, attending professional meetings. The next category of leadership managerial roles is informational. And in the informational category, we have three main roles that leaders or managers often play: monitor, disseminator, and spokesperson. In the monitor role, we're really responsible for gathering information and analyzing information in order to discover problems or solve problems, or to discover opportunities and leverage opportunities. When we're in this role, we're often reading, researching, analyzing data that's given to us. Sometimes we're talking to others to gather information. Sometimes we're attending meetings or even just observing our competitors and seeing what they're doing. The disseminator role is almost the exact opposite of the monitor role. As a disseminator, leaders or managers are working to pass information on to others, and they can do this orally or in written communication. The final role under the informational category is that of spokesperson. And spokesperson is working to deliver information to people outside of our organizational unit or outside of the organization. In this role, we're often meeting with upper management to discuss our unit's performance. We might be meeting with a budget officer to discuss next year's budget or our unit's budget. We might even be meeting with an outside entity to discuss the status of our company. Keep in mind, some people often get confused between the spokesperson role and the figurehead role. As a figurehead, you're just really acting in a ceremonial capacity. But as a spokesperson, you're really taking on the role of speaking for the organization. And these two activities are very different. Our final category in leadership managerial roles is the decisional category. And under the decisional category, we have 4 roles that managers or leaders often play: the entrepreneur, the disturbance handler, the resource allocator, and the negotiator. Entrepreneurs are innovative initiators of both organizational change and unit improvements. Keep in mind that the entrepreneurial role doesn't only appear in small businesses or single individuals looking to start a business. It can actually appear within the walls of very large organizations. The disturbance handler is playing the role of taking corrective action during a crisis or a conflict, or dealing with something that's unexpected in many ways. As a disturbance handler, we are often in a priority situation. So as a leader, this is something that we put at the top of our list when it needs to be done. The next role is resource allocator. Resource allocator can be one of the toughest roles we play as a leader or a manager, because as a resource allocator, you often have to tell people no. When we're working as a resource allocator, we're scheduling, we're providing authority, we're setting budgets, setting spending limits. Basically, we're deciding what to do now, what to do later, what to spend now, what to spend later. The final role in our decisional category is the negotiator. And as a negotiator, we represent our organizational units in transactions that have no set boundaries. So we have a lot of control, and we're looking to find some resolution or common ground. Negotiating skills are some of the most difficult skills that we develop as managers, and sometimes people are never really comfortable working as the negotiator. I hope this has helped you understand leadership skills and leadership roles. If you have any questions regarding any of the materials, always feel free to contact one of the instructors for the course.